The past few months in the University of Amsterdam has been kind of chaotic.
In the water! Throw it in the water! Throw it in the water!
Studies were interrupted, students felt unsafe, and many who were not following closely at that time were confused.
And it's definitely not like a peaceful protest. It's really aggressive, and as I just said, we really feel unsafe on campus.
There were tents, barricades, demonstration, and even a large-scale walkout. And many violence. Pepper spray, police batons, police dog, and even a bulldozer. People were injured and arrested. So what happened?
If the university board would like to demonstrate that they want to regain the confidence of its staff and students, then they should start by cutting ties and establishing shared.
To understand this phenomena, we have to trace back to the start of May when a group of students from the UvA, AUC, and BU announces the occupation of Rotterdam campus. Citing the escalation as several months of unfruitful peaceful protests against their university ties to Israeli institutions. The demonstrator demanded three things from the university: to disclose existing ties with Israeli institutions, to boycott academic collaboration that participate in the exploitation of the Palestinian people, and to divest by seizing all relevant contracts. Occupations were planned, each day filled with activities ranging from workshops to teaching related to the protests and the conflict. The demonstrator even set up alternative campuses, such as the People's Free University Shadia Abu Ghazaleh campus and the Hiba Abu Nada campus. This demonstration actually came from a broader movement, one that calls for universities around the world to hold Israeli academic institutions accountable for their involvement in the Gaza war effort.
And as my new book shows, Israeli universities are indeed deeply implicated in the violation of Palestinian rights.
Maya Win, an Israeli Jewish scholar, is an important source of this movement. In her most recent book, she exposes the way Israeli academic institutions are complicit. For instance, area universities were built in the occupied West Bank to facilitate Israeli settlement expansion into destroyed Palestinian territory. The Weizmann Institute and the Technion both have joint research programs with weapons and drone manufacturer Rafael and Elbit. And Palestinian scholars such as Nadera Shahab Kerokian have been suspended by Hebrew University and unjustifiably arrested in early 2024 for her critical research. To achieve this, the Palestinian Campaign for Academic and Cultural Boycott of Israel offers a roadmap for international universities to boycott and work towards the cancellation of projects involving Israeli academic institutions. The motive of the demonstrator thus becomes clear. They want their university to condemn these actions of injustice and fight for the academic freedom of the Palestinian people, because there is none until it applies to all. So, what is the universities and municipalities' response to this incident? Riot police forcefully cleared the encampments. All the following attempts of occupation, including the one in Udermanhuisport and VU Campus Square, were met with the same demise. To those who are interested, I have listed out a full chronological order of the event down in the document, which you can find in the description.
Nieuw protesten in uw stad, bij uw universiteit. Hoe ziet u nu?
Ja, ik had het allerliefst natuurlijk daar willen zijn. Ik vind het is heel gek voor mij nu om hier te zitten. De afgelopen 2 dagen heb ik om die reden ook steeds daar gezeten en niet hier.
Responding to this unrest, the rector magnificus at the UvA revealed that he only filed a police report because he deemed the situation on ground was becoming too unsafe. The UVA also posted on their FAQ that they only call the police when necessary, but ultimately do not control them. It is the public prosecutor and mayor who does. The police sometimes visit to assess the situation for themselves. A report is filed only when offenses are committed by the protester, such as during acts of vandalism, burglary, blocking of emergency exits, refusal to leave UVA premises after closing time, or when the university deemed that their own security is not sufficient and for situations that lie outside of their authority. In the most extreme cases, the police are allowed to use forces, but this is subjected to strict condition and is always reviewed afterward. The board also made clear that demonstration is allowed, but only without face covering, blockade, overnight stay, or an atmosphere of intimidation. But can public university really impose such restriction, eviction, and ban? This is the Dutch Public Demonstration Act. It gave everyone the right to protest anonymously or unrecognizably, with no topic restriction unless it incites hatred. The mayor may limit demonstrations for one of the three reasons: when it is in the interest of public health, traffic, or preventing disorder. When a demonstration takes place in a non-public place, then on the basis of Article 8, the mayor is not allowed to impose a rule, but only has the option of ending the entire demonstration. Unfortunately, this demonstration took place on campus grounds, which are privately owned by the university. So, with some convincing that the demonstration creates disorder in school, there are no legal contradictions in their responses. It is almost entirely up to the board's will to comply or not to comply with the demonstrators' demand. The University of Amsterdam did claim to reasonably respond to the demonstrators' three demands. Firstly, the board published an overview of all collaboration in which Israeli research group participates, which it has claimed innocence to. Secondly, instead of enacting a boycott, the board insisted on maintaining a dialogue on dilemmas surrounding the war, as they believe the university should be a place where agreements are reached with each other on the basis of scientific dialogue. In an open letter in trial, the rectors of 15 Dutch institutions, including the UVA, say they will not respond to the demand of protesting students, as they believe that terminating collaboration goes too far. In any case, we will never sever ties with an entire country. But something feels a little bit off here. Didn't they all cut ties with Russian institutions just over a year ago? The rector cites that ties were previously terminated due to a decision by the Dutch government and a sanction package announced by the European Union. So unless there is a similar announcement, the chances for the demonstrator looks unfortunately slim. Regarding the third demand, the board claims that it is not applicable as UVA has no investment in Israel, thus it cannot divest. It simply does not benefit financially from the collaboration. Despite the difficulties, the demonstrator remains hopeful because there are other successful stories out there. The Royal Academy of Arts in The Hague has cut ties with Israeli institutions on May 10th, and University of Ghent did the same on the 31st because they no longer align with the university's human rights policy. Even if the demands are not immediately met, all of this amounting pressure could still work from the ground up, urging the EU to exclude Israel from all of its research funding projects. The impact on students who have witnessed or participated in the protest should also not be overlooked, as many of them would eventually become journalists and politicians. Nevertheless, the momentum in recent months has slowed down significantly. Roundtable discussion with staff and students took place in June. Input was sought using the online platform DankMe, to which the gathered recommendation will be discussed by the executive board on the 9th of July. Is this merely a tactic of distraction, or will actual meaningful result come out of it? I guess only time will tell.